Sweden, a country that often feels like a fairy tale come to life, with its endless forests, sparkling lakes, and cities that blend history with modern design. It's a land where nature and urban life exist side by side. Stunning, but with a reputation for being one of the priciest places to visit in Europe. That's why I set myself a challenge. Could I truly experience the heart and soul of Sweden for 1 week with nothing but $500 in my pocket? No luxury hotels, no expensive guided tours, just a backpack, a carefully crafted plan, and a hunger for authentic adventure. Every krona would count, and every decision would shape my journey. My mission was simple: to discover if travel in Sweden is possible for anyone, not just those with deep pockets. Could I find the magic of this country without breaking the bank? I wanted to connect with locals, embrace Swedish traditions, and find joy in the little things, like sharing fika in a warm cafe, wandering the storybook streets of Gamla Stan and learning a few words of Swedish along the way. Maybe, if I was lucky, I'd even catch a glimpse of the Northern Lights, one of nature's greatest shows, all while sticking to my tight budget. For me, this journey was about more than just saving money. It was about proving that the richest travel stories come from genuine connections, shared moments, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. So, come along with me. Let's find out together if Sweden will welcome a traveler on a shoestring. The adventure starts now, and every moment is up for grabs. Swedish culture is a blend of ancient tradition and modern living, deeply tied to nature. Allemansrätten, the right to roam, lets everyone camp, hike, and swim almost anywhere, as long as you respect the land. Life here is about balance, or lagom, not too much, not too little. Fika, the daily coffee break, is a cherished ritual for connection and slowing down. Swedes may seem reserved, but a simple hedge and a smile can open doors. Even in autumn, stories of midsummer and the changing seasons reveal a culture that celebrates nature and togetherness. Swedish life is about finding joy in moderation and the outdoors. Meeting Swedish women was a highlight. Strong, independent, and quietly confident. In Stockholm's Södermalm, I met Elin, a florist whose warmth and passion for her craft shone through. Our conversation was genuine, revealing the Swedish value of equality and respect. Social norms here mean personal space is valued, but kindness and sincerity break the ice. From students to elders, every woman I met had her own story, dreams, and humor. There's no single type, just individuals, each adding to the country's rich tapestry. These encounters deepen my understanding of Sweden's heart and soul. The women I met embodied the spirit of the country I came to love. Sweden's rules, both official and unspoken, shape daily life. Alcohol is only sold at state-run shops, Systembolaget, with strict hours, so plan ahead. Environmental care is serious. Recycling is meticulous, and littering is taboo. Public spaces are quiet and orderly. People queue patiently and keep conversations low. On transport, silence is golden. Loud phone calls are frowned upon. Removing shoes before entering a home is a must, a sign of respect and cleanliness. These customs reflect Sweden's values: order, respect, and harmony. As a visitor, adapting to these habits shows appreciation for the culture. It's the little things, like lining up your shoes, that make you feel at home. Embracing these rules made my experience richer and more authentic. Surviving a week in Sweden on just $500 meant making every decision count and stretching every krona as far as possible. Sweden is known for its high quality of life, but that often comes with a hefty price tag, so I had to get creative to make my budget last. Instead of splurging on expensive hotels, I opted for hostels, which were not only affordable, but also a great way to meet fellow travelers. On some nights, I took advantage of Sweden's unique allemansrätten, the right to roam, and camped for free in the beautiful forests, falling asleep under the stars. To save on food, I shopped at local supermarkets for fresh ingredients and made my own simple meals. Picnicking by a serene lake with crisp bread, cheese and local berries became my daily ritual, and it was far more affordable than eating out at restaurants. When I did want to treat myself, I looked for Dagens rätt, the daily lunch specials offered by many Swedish restaurants. These hearty meals were filling and much cheaper than dinner menus, letting me experience Swedish cuisine without overspending. Of course, I couldn't skip fika, the beloved Swedish coffee break. Savoring a hot cup of coffee and a cinnamon bun became a daily highlight, and it was a small indulgence that fit perfectly into my budget. Getting around was easy and affordable thanks to Sweden's efficient public transport system. I bought a travel card for unlimited rides, and whenever possible, I explored cities and towns on foot, discovering hidden gems along the way. Many museums offered free entry on certain days, so I planned my visits accordingly. And best of all, Sweden's breathtaking nature, its forests, lakes and hiking trails, was always open and free to enjoy. Wandering the cobblestone streets of Gamla stan, hiking through lush trails and swimming in crystal-clear lakes didn't cost a thing, but these experiences were truly priceless and made my trip unforgettable. The real treasures of Sweden, its stunning landscapes, vibrant culture and welcoming people, were accessible no matter my budget. I even joined in local celebrations like Midsummer for free. By being resourceful and open to new experiences, I turned my limited funds into a week filled with adventure, connection, and memories that will last a lifetime. Sweden proved that you don't need a fortune to have a rich and rewarding journey. As my week in Sweden drew to a close, I found myself reflecting on what truly makes travel meaningful. It became clear that the real value of a journey isn't measured by how much money you save or the number of sites you check off a list, but by the memories you create and the feelings you carry home. Each day brought new experiences that, while simple, became treasures in my mind. Picking a wild blueberry in the quiet of the forest, sharing laughter with friends over a warm cup of fika, and witnessing the gentle silence of dawn. These moments didn't cost a thing, yet they became the highlights of my trip. The beauty of Sweden revealed itself in these small, everyday wonders, reminding me that the most meaningful experiences are often the ones that are freely given by nature and shared with others. Traveling on a budget encouraged me to step outside my comfort zone and connect more deeply with Sweden and its people. I found myself striking up conversations with locals in parks, joining in on community gatherings, and learning about Swedish traditions firsthand. These genuine interactions made me feel welcomed and enriched my understanding of the country far beyond what any guidebook could offer. The country's quiet beauty and sense of balance left a lasting impression on me. From the shimmering lakes to the endless forests, every landscape seemed to invite reflection and peace. There was a harmony here, a gentle rhythm to life that encouraged me to slow down and truly take in my surroundings. I learned to embrace stillness, to pause and appreciate the world around me. In Sweden, I discovered the joy of living in harmony with nature, letting go of the rush and noise that often fills daily life. These quiet moments of mindfulness became some of the most valuable parts of my journey. Sweden gave me more than just a holiday. It offered a lesson in living simply and meaningfully. Whether I was journaling in a cozy cabin or savoring a simple meal outdoors, I realized that happiness often comes from appreciating what you have, rather than always seeking more. I left with a piece of Sweden's spirit, embracing lagom, the art of balance, allemansrätten, the freedom to roam and connect with nature, and the warmth of quiet, genuine connection with others. These values became souvenirs I carried home, shaping how I see the world. The true wealth of this journey was never found in my wallet, but in my heart. The memories, lessons, and connections I made will stay with me long after I've left Sweden's shores. Sometimes the richest adventures are the simplest ones, those spent in good company, surrounded by nature, and open to the quiet magic of the world around us. If Sweden's price tag has held you back, let my story be proof. Adventure is possible on any budget. All you need is curiosity, courage, and an open mind. Wander the forests, breathe the crisp air, and savor a fika with locals. Let Sweden surprise you with its traditions and welcome you with its quiet beauty. Travel simply, leave no trace, and embrace the journey. The world is full of stories waiting to be lived, no luxury required. Thank you for joining me. The adventure continues, and I hope you'll wander with me again. Until next time, may your travels be rich in wonder and connection.